breaks my heart, 'cause I was once stuck in Frozen too. Greatest superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
That's it, Ken Van Loo. What's up, Jay Levine?
Jason, that is an intro. that was awesome. I love that intro.
Gets better every day.
That's it. Every day, brother. Every day. So, Jason, Jay, Ken, love you guys. And yeah, Jay, back to you.
So yeah, we were introducing the judges. Ken, thank you, man. So the next and our third and final judge, also another mastery student, Keith Day, also one of my best friends. Just a fun fact real quick. Keith Day, what's up, man?
Not much. Glad to be here. I do have to say that was a pretty awesome intro, and hearing it, I do feel like I'm personally stuck in Frozen because I have a 4-year-old girl that loves that movie more than anything, and it's on loop daily. So I can relate.
So who are you? What are you doing? Give us a fun fact, Keith.
I am Keith Day, president of Pro Seal, New Jersey. I have an exterior cleaning company. We specialize in restoring all your hardscape services, all your hardscape installations around your house, buildings, and whatnot. Also do the exterior building cleaning, and now moving into interior sanitizing for cleanliness and keeping the virus away.
Aside from Frozen being your favorite movie, what's a fun fact?
I don't know. I think that could be my fun fact. Fun fact is that I'm the father of 2 awesome little girls, a 4-year-old and 2-year-old, Neil and Maya. Love them to pieces.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Jay Sips, who we got for our contestants today? I'll bring it to you, brother.
All right, let's do this. First up, Tony Lopez. First guy I'm seeing, the bright red shirt. Tony.
Hello, Tony Lopez.
This is my intro.
Fun fact. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Tony Lopez. I've been with State Farm 28 years yesterday. So I did claims for about 8 years. I've been an agent for 20. I own 2 agencies, one in Hunters Creek, which is South Orlando, one in Winter Park, which is North Orlando. Here's my beautiful family. I've been married to my wife now 25 years, and I got 2 girls, one in college, one a senior at Bishop Moore Catholic. And fun fact is born and raised New Jersey, and I went to Rutgers for all you New Jersey folks that are on the phone.
Tony,
got our coach back.
Hey, Tony, where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school in Vineland. I'm from Vineland High School. And I went to Rutgers, and then I worked in Runnymede, Marlton, and opened up in Vineland as an agent. And then I transferred here 18 years ago. So
Charlotte Knight in the house, Jay Levine.
Charlotte Knight.
Hey, I want to figure out how you keep yourself so young. You look like my 28-year-old son.
I know.
Yeah, I'm born in New Brunswick. Did some Rutgers work. Welcome.
Oh, great! Thank
you.
you.
Don't kid yourself. You look young too, brother. Come on, there's not a wrinkle on that head, brother.
Hey, Levine, before we drop it any further, though, brother, we need you tonight to be jumping into the Atlantic Ocean midnight and throwing things in the fire, because we missed this past week.
Come on down.
We'll come back to that.
Believe me, I missed it, and I'm there to jump in. I was about to say jump in the fire. Jump into the water near the fire. No problem. Next time I'm in.
All right. And next up, we got Mytel Sarando Bonham coming from Florida as well. Mytel, would you give us a little intro to yourself and a fun fact, please?
Sure. My name is Mytel Sarando Bonham. I'm an attorney. I've been practicing about 26 years, and one day I'll get it right. I practice family law, but I'm transitioning over to mediation, a little kinder, gentler, not trying to rip up the family as much. I figured out I needed to be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. And then I do estate planning as well. So kind of our tagline here is helping families navigate difficult times. Fun fact for me is, let's see, I've got a pair of freshmen at the University of Florida. They are third generation Gators. So we're super thrilled. Yeah, so we're super thrilled that they're both there. And we've all been scuba certified as a family since they were about 12.
That is awesome. Mike, where's your favorite place to go diving?
Favorite place?
Oops, she froze for a second. She'll be right back.
A cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Thinking really hard about where.
Oops. Here, one more second. Let's see.
All right. We'll come back to that fun fact.
Oh, there she is. We missed. Where was your favorite place? We for a moment.
All of a sudden I looked and everybody's frozen. So favorite place to go diving is outside in the Bahamas. They film a whole bunch of the underwater scenes you see like in movies, and you get to feed sharks. So it's pretty cool.
Stewart Cove? Are we talking Stewart Cove, Mytel?
Yeah. somebody knows their stuff.
Terry Harris, Stewart Cove, one of my favorite dive instructors on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome place to go. We took our boys when they were 12, and I kind of freaked out because all of a sudden I looked around and I had chicken nuggets in the water and a whole bunch of sharks.
So, quick fun fact. I was at Stewart Cove, can connect completely with my children. We're down there diving since they were 10 as well, 2 daughters and a son. And we did the shark dive, and I told them all morning how, like, and they were cool with it, but I was telling actually my mom, there was nothing to be concerned about with her grandchildren because nobody gets bit ever, Literally, we're there. My mom had come to, the Stewart Cove with us. We're having lunch, and we're going to back out in the afternoon. And the next dive boat comes in, and somebody is bleeding because they got bit by a shark on the dive right after hours. That is a fun fact, true statement about being at Stewart Cove. So, Mytel, welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, awesome. Jay?
And next,
All right.
Go ahead, Jay. Introduce.
No, all right. Listen, next up we have Lee Perlman. Lee Perlman, what's going on, man? How are you? Introduce yourself to these fine folk and
Jason,
give us a fun fact.
Thanks for having me, Jason. Really appreciate it. Honor to be here. So I'm Lee Perlman. I am a consumer bankruptcy attorney. I'm helping people with financial distress since 1994. Can you still see me? Did I cut out?
We still hear you.
Gotcha.
Yep. So help people with significant financial distress, credit reporting issues, debt collection, and financial restructuring. Love what I do. Love getting people a second chance so people can have an uninterrupted dinner. We sue debt collectors and mortgage companies, primarily everything under the consumer umbrella.
Awesome, Lee. Thanks so much for being here, sir, and looking forward to getting to know you better.
Thank you.
Awesome, Lee. Jay Sips, back to you.
All right. Thank you. Next up, from the West Coast, we got Bill Moore.
What's going on, guys? Super grateful to be here. Just a kind of short stint about me. I was born on Guam and lived on Saipan, Tinian, came over to the States during 9/11 and went to Cal State Fullerton, ran track and field, and now I interview holistic practitioners all across the country to become a part of Dow Cloud, largest network of vetted wellness professionals. And we're trying to change healthcare as we know it. So, yeah, super excited to be here.
Dude. Super impressive. What brought you to that world? That's like drop the mic.
Well, I was, I was in D1 athletics, and I was told I could eat everything, under the sun, McDonald's, top ramen, Hot Pockets. In reality, I had acne, gut issues, sleep apnea, and a holistic practitioner. She really saved my life. So she led me on this path to get here.
What'd you run? What?
400 hurdles.
Very, very cool. And how about in Guam? Did you ever make it to Micronesia, like Palau and those spots?
Oh, Palau. Okay. Yeah, I'm the only Palauan you'll ever meet unless you go there.
Are you you're Palauian?
Yeah, I'm actually, I'm a Palau. My dad's a, white guy, blonde hair, slick back, but my mom's 4'11", and she's got braids or dreads down her back. So.
Yeah, so I can't see that, so I'm actually blind. Again, my name is Sean Callaghan. I was the guy in the video, even though I'm in my sweatshirt today. And so I can't see anything. My fun fact is I'm a blind guy that taught a blind guy to surf 4 weeks ago.
Well, that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, surf sensei. And then 4 weeks ago, I had the privilege, actually this weekend, Jay Sips, you were there. of teaching that same blind guy how to win at a carnival game and like throw the ball and the things. All the sighted people, bouncing all over the place. And Mike Armstrong's name won. But I also played baseball at Columbia University before I went blind, so I was captain in 1992.
Oh,
so
solid, man. Yeah, they always say you can put the best athletes in baseball. You can put them in any sport, but you can't take the best athletes from other sports and put them in baseball. So I respect that.
Ooh. I know about that. Thank you. Receive. Love you plowing. I want to get to plow. I've never been a plow. I want to go dive in there, but I look forward to it. So thank you.
And then, but I just want to say my level 5 listening was on and tuned there, and what I heard was ramen noodles. You a gut? Wait, hold on. Wait a second. I have to change some things. We have to talk after this.
Because we dump, it's not just top ramen. We would, the kids dump all the crazy stuff in there.
Oh yeah.
J-Sips, back to you, man.
All right, and next up we have a very, very special guest, a new friend, first time huddler this morning. We have Mike Pizza from LBI.
Oh, what's up, bud?
How are you? Glad to be here. I'm Mike Pizza. Basically about me is I'm a local real estate agent in Central and South Jersey. Been doing that for a while now. And fun fact is I love the beach. I miss it right now. See you, Sean.
We'll come back over, man, and we'll
I can be there in 20 minutes.
And Michael's my cousin, my mom's sister. Yeah, my mom's sister's son, and we just had an amazing event this weekend. And J-Sips, please don't tell Bill or anybody else here what Michael, yourself, and I and Ken Van Loo ate this weekend.
Location.
Sean, I didn't even eat yesterday. Like I literally didn't eat until 7:00 at night when I got home because it was so ridiculous.
Well, Michael, welcome.
Sugar shock.
How about a fun fact, Michael? Like what might somebody
tell about your previous career, Mike? I was very impressed.
Previously I was a police officer, retired about 5 years ago, and I was happy to serve, and it was probably the greatest career that somebody could choose.
Awesome.
I would say this also, that Michael had been a sponsored Tough Mudder competitor. So he had sponsorship dollars for his Tough Mudder competitorness and did some insane things. True, Michael?
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to get back into shape so I could do it again with my kids. I promised them that I would give it one last try and just right on top.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Michael. Jay, back to you.
All right, and then I think if I have it correct, our last contestant, special guest contestant today, Erica Rose Siegel, and then a heart emoji. Heart emoji. Erica, what's up? 30 seconds about yourself and a fun fact.
Yeah, so fun fact, I got into real estate in 2009, got laid off. I didn't know that when you were calling for sale by owners and expireds, that if they told you not to go F off or they weren't interested, that you shouldn't call back. Or maybe that's what most people did. So I did. 8 appointments because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. And one of them got into the business years later and actually hired me on round 2. The first round, he said, no, I went with someone cheaper. And then he came back to me and said, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. My home never sold. So can you work with me? And now he's in real estate. So I'm in real estate. I'm known as Grateful Realtor. And my name is Erica Rose Siegel. And thanks for having me.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you very much.
All right, so Jay, shall we rock and roll?
Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll here. Jason Sipple, would you like to start us off, my friend?
Yes, that sounds awesome. How about let's go with Bill Moore. Bill, would you like to be the first contestant? We're going to go from hello to yes. I will be whoever you need me to be.
Let's do it.
And just let me know.
Okay, so this was share who the ideal prospect or client for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I want you to be a functional medicine doctor.
Awesome.
And I'm cold calling you. And you already hate me. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I'm calling you, and I'm cold calling you because I found you on LinkedIn. Ready?
Okay. Yep. Let's go.
Hey, this is William. Is this Jason?
It is. This is Jason.
Hey, Jason. I found you on LinkedIn and got on your website. Loved it. I was hoping to ask you a couple questions about your practice.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot. What's up?
So I interview practitioners all across the country to become a part of Dow Cloud. We're a wellness community, and we're actually the largest network of vetted wellness professionals. And what we do, Jason, we educate the public on holistic health and wellness. And then our professionals, they use this network to amplify word of mouth in their area. It's really unique. You know, there's 8,000 of us, but we try to be conscious of everybody we let in. So I loved your website. I just had a couple of questions to make sure there's alignment with where you're headed. So how long have you been in practice?
About 10 years now.
And so functional medicine, are you offering other modalities within the practice or anything I should know about?
No, I mean, we have some partners that I refer out to if they need other modalities, but we specialize in this particular office.
Cool. Well, how does everybody like usually find you? Is it mostly word of mouth, or do you have some other avenues?
Mostly word of mouth, and then we sometimes have some local advertisements going on. We do Google ads and stuff like that.
Right on. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I should ask you, do you have space for more of your clients, or are you maxed out, or are you referring out?
Well, that's a great question. There's always room for more. We definitely like to scale.
All right. Well, just so you have some more context about us, if you can envision this, everybody says we're like a LinkedIn for wellness professionals meets a holistic version of WebMD. So instead of, take a pill, go to the doctor, have surgery, that quick broken mentality, we've created this community that empowers people to get to the bottom or the root of their problems by connecting them with you, who, you actually have the tools to help them and have the time to help them. So, I feel like there's alignment. I would love to invite you to learn more on our community, the network. It's about a 20-minute Zoom call like we're doing now. So, that's kind of that.
All right. I like what I'm hearing. Thank you, Bill. I'm definitely, let's set up the next call.
Solid.
Yeah. Very cool, brother. So how did that feel for you, J Sips?
Felt congruent. He was smooth. I was trying to put up a hard fight at the beginning, but he kept going and kept drawing me in.
All right. So let's kick it to the judges. Let's start with Ken Van Loo. Ken, what are your thoughts? And we're going to go stay 30 seconds of feedback. What do you got for...
you can be tough on me, Ken. Ken,
you're muted.
Unmute there. Sorry. I'd say 9.0. That was outstanding. I really liked how you, one thing that a micro distinction in our world is how you match the tonality right out of the box. I thought you had great short questions. I love the question, do you have the space? I thought could have maybe had a little bit more transference of energy, but I thought at the end when you smiled, you kind of made up for it. It was just a real bright smile, and I thought at that point it was a slam dunk. That he smiled back at you, and that was kind of the yes right there. So it was great job.
Excellent job, Ken. And Keith, what do you have for Bill?
I agree. You're definitely congruent with the way you spoke, but I feel like listening to you prior to you going, you have a lot of fun energy, and it wasn't really very present for me when you were talking to him. I feel like you were very like monotone and talking and calm, and I feel like if you develop, you didn't really connect and develop too much rapport with him early on. You had an opportunity to ask about growing when you asked him, do you have room for more patients? You had a huge opportunity to see where he wanted to go with the business. Overall, I think you did pretty well. So I'd give you probably like an 8.
So Bill, awesome job. I'm not going to give full feedback, but Bill, we have a super highly developed training program on the superpower of influence and what to do with it. And so what these judges are speaking into are those dynamics. And so you're outstanding, awesome, clearly, dude. 8,000 people in this ecosystem that you've created, led, and part of. Just talking about energetic variance, we'll drop in a little bit more out later. There's 4 energies that we talk about: fun, aspirational, goddess, Zeus. We'll talk about how that all fits together in a little bit, but awesome job, brother.
thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Jay Levine, back to you, sir.
All right, yeah, great job, Bill. Awesome. So next up we have Lee Perlman. Lee, so who do you want me to be? And bring me from hello to yes, ideally maybe another meeting, another encounter in 3 minutes. So who am I going to be for you?
why don't you pretend you're an accountant that, or how about let's make it simpler. How about a financial planner? I'm calling you. You're the financial planner. You're very busy, and maybe there's not a space for me to be contacting you.
Oh, I like it. All right, perfect. Be tough is what I heard. Go.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Jason. I was connected to you from Mr. Smith. I understand you do some financial planning.
Yes, I do. I'm super busy, my friend. Mr. Smith, he's one of our great clients, so I definitely can set some time aside. I got like 3 minutes. How's that?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know whether it's ever happened where you have situations where you have clients where I know they come to you and maybe they have financial distress and you can't necessarily help them. You're trying to do budgeting and you really don't have a situation where you have a space for them to be able to offer some resources. So maybe they're not ready to invest, or maybe you're looking at their budget and they have a lot of debt and you're really not sure, how to give them some direction about next steps. I don't know if that ever happens.
That could happen once or twice. That could happen. Listen, it doesn't happen all the time, but we definitely like to leverage our relationships.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know if it's a crazy question. I mean, sometimes, I help people with financial distress, and occasionally I work with financial planners, and they're great partners because they understand budgeting better than anybody. But sometimes people go to financial planners and they think they need to do financial planning, but they're not at a point where they can handle, withdrawing for their 401k, setting up an IRA. So sometimes what we could do, and I've done this in the past, and I don't know if it works for you, but it's worked with some other financial planners where we work together. Maybe I can help reorganize their debt, restructure them, potentially bankruptcy. Then when they're in a better place and we can help with budgeting together, I honor the referral and I can send them back to you so you can put them in a better place and build on the relationship.
Listen, we're all about relationships, and I don't mean to sound hesitant, but part of it is, hearing things like this makes me very protective of my company, my family, my team. So I would be intrigued because you are hitting on items and topics that definitely come about, but maybe you could just tell me a little bit about yourself, a little bit more.
Yeah. So look, I mean, I'm a difficult call to make. I'm like a financial oncologist. Nobody wants to call me. I understand that. So typically when people contact me, I tell them, we're going to look at all different options, which you are. It's like physical therapy and surgery when you reach a doctor. To walk into the doctor's office when somebody is 400 pounds and the first thing they want to hear is, they don't want to hear that we have to have surgery. They want to say, oh, what can we do to lose weight? We know they're not going to lose the weight, but we want to present options such as physical therapy, which is financial restructuring, and then bankruptcy. And we want to tell them that we're going to look at all the different options. So to call up and say, hey, I want you to give Lee a call. You're going to talk about bankruptcy. That call's going nowhere. But hey, we're going to present some options. We're going to talk about restructuring. Maybe it's bankruptcy. Maybe it's not. But at least we're presenting options so that the client is empowered to decide what makes the most sense for them. And that's the way I try and practice. I try and educate my clients so they understand what their options are before we rush to file bankruptcy, like some of my colleagues.
Lee, I am crazy busy and have to run. I love the passion, the energy, and I'm down to continue this conversation. I'm going to connect you through to my admin.
Thank you.
Lee, very impressive, brother. The analogies, loved it. A lot of energetic transference, high certainty. Jay Levine, how'd that feel for you?
Like a roller coaster. Holy crap. Like a roller coaster. You're super certain, tons of transference and energy. For me personally, I know how we were going about the role play where I wanted to be a little hesitant, although I still yearned for you to ask. I gave you I was fishing. I gave it to you. That I said I'm protective of my team, my family, and my people, and I wanted you to dig into that and say, and either acknowledge it or ask me more about it. That was the only
excellent point.
But otherwise, super. I mean, amazing. I really did want to say yes at the end. I didn't have time.
Just a lot of fun too, like funny, fun, like that. I mean, that resonates. Like we talked fun energy that was all fully present. So 3 judges today are Keith, Ken, and who's the third judge?
D. Rush.
D. Rush. I missed that intro. Okay, D. Rush. We're just in the ocean together, brother. What's up?
That's right, brother. It was a blast. Things are well. How are you?
Going great. What do you got for Lee?
Echo a lot of comments. Definitely great energy, grounded in the communication. Clearly, you've done this before. If I were going to micro and probe a little bit, maybe up front a little bit more about Jay, like I just work with some financial advisors, and as I'm talking with them, they're focused on different things. So I'm wondering, Jay, like, what are you actually focused on in your business? Maybe probe a little bit more. And then he mentioned it. He opened up at some point. I'm worried about this. You might dig in a little bit more around the things that he threw out there. So I think it's listening for those moments, digging a little bit more, but otherwise, great rapport, great connection, and clearly you're real well grounded in what you do.
Awesome job, D-Rush. And score? Did we get a score?
Yeah, I'll go 9.
Let's go back to Ken Van Loo, the skyscraper man. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Better yet, Ken Van Loo, 166 tackles in his senior in high school. So more impressive than building a skyscraper, brothers. 166 tackles, being all-state in baseball, football, and all-county in baseball.
Wow. And Tony, that was in Highland Park, right next to New Brunswick, where you went to school. So, hey, Lee, great job. Extremely knowledgeable. You were cornered. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You were cornered up front, telling you he only had 3 minutes. It could have been a good opportunity to go into, I'm glad, I think I can help you out with no extra time, type of thing, because of, maybe leading into your unique, heroic identity, telling a little bit about, some of the results that you had that he could relate to. And then, I piggyback on what D. Rush said. He sound kind of pressured, maybe throw a little fun energy in there because you were real serious. It was a heart attack, but I love the knowledge because everything was precise and right to the point. I thought it was great overall. And I'd say like a 8.8.
Nice. Great job, Lee. So just everybody's probably like, by the way, like this is kind of interesting and fun. Like, who the hell are you people? So a quick drop in on that. This has been in the making for 23 years, the launch of this company. My name is Sean Callaghy. I happen to have a law degree. I own a law firm with 125 employees, offices in 5 states. I had the privilege of having 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 16, being one of only 2 people in the country to have that privilege and being the only one that's legally blind. And forever, including when I first started out, coming from law school, I had no money, no contacts, knew I was going blind. I realized early on that going to Columbia as an undergrad, going to law school, graduate with honors, nobody ever told me that influence, marketing, sales, leadership, any of those things truly matter. Well, maybe leadership, but certainly not sales and marketing as an attorney. And I realized that time wasn't mine. So I decided to quit my job in a major law firm, go into the space of personal development and learn from all kinds of incredible teachers in books and audio tapes and all sorts of things, and eventually coaches, trainers, etc. And to build this, I built a 40-person law firm 2 years out of law school. I couldn't believe what was possible. And that was the genesis of what we're talking about here. So it has nothing to do with the fact that I do have a law degree. I do own a law firm. Unblinded is a training development company for people to co-create simple, fun, and magical micro distinctions and frictionlessness that free exponential abundance in a scientific formula. And oh, by the way, I do have a $250,000 bet out there on the internet for charity to anybody, for charity, for good cause, like Muhammad Ali, Ness, that I can't be influenced on your set of facts. And that's to back up the claims, because there's so many people in the space of coaching, training, development that can help people that don't have the ability. So I want to put my money where my mouth is. Thank you, guys. And that's what the Real Raw is about introducing people to these concepts. So Jay Sips, back to you.
All right. So next up, I have Mytel. Mytel, who would you like me to be?
Let's go ahead and, since I'm transitioning into mediations, let's go ahead and have you be someone who calls my office looking for a mediator for a family case. And why choose mediation? Why choose a mediator instead of guns a-blazing litigation?
All right, Mytel dropping in. Take a look.
I got the 3-minute timer, guys, just to let you know.
Thanks, Jay.
So, hey, Mytel, is this Mytel?
Yes, thank you for calling our office. How can I help you?
I was calling I saw you online, learned a little bit about, looks like you do a couple different things, but I saw mediation as one of the things. And I was kind of interested in learning more.
Great. Well, I'm happy you gave our office a call, and mediation is an alternative dispute resolution technique that we have been recently pioneering here in Central Florida, where instead of having the parties go in front of a guy or a gal in a black robe and making a decision, on your family and your future life, we give you the opportunity to listen and have an impartial third party help you work out something that you can live with in the future.
Okay, that sounds good. Could you just tell me a little bit more maybe about your experience with this, or kind of what's, why this is, it sounds like you have a lot of passion for this, or a lot of belief in this.
Absolutely. So I've been an attorney for about 26 years, and I have done that with the gloves on for a very long time. And the further I got in my career, the more I saw the damage that a divorce proceeding can cause a family, including the heart of what I do, which is the kids are collateral damage. And so we, a few years back, decided that instead of taking that billable hour, we're going to help make that transition as painless as possible, and have both parties sit down with a neutral third party who has an experience in the field. And so you're getting my experience. We will go ahead and draft all of the marital settlement agreements, all of the parenting plans. We'll go through the child support guidelines. So all of the things that you need for your case to move forward, and then have the parties themselves create their agreement instead of having it forced down your throats.
That sounds really good. I mean, I like that you've been on both sides of things, and I can hear that you're family first, children first, and that really resonates with me.
Yes, absolutely. We find that if people go in front of a judge, they're going to continue fighting afterwards. And if we can get you to an agreement where you've had a say in the solution, then you're going to be better equipped to move forward and use the next chapter more congenial, more amicable, and your kids are going to be better off for it.
Okay, so I think we have. And what are the next steps?
I'm happy to set an appointment, and we'll do a Zoom call with you and your spouse.
Okay, perfect. Let's get that set up.
Great.
Awesome job. A ton of congruence, and love the black robe concept. And yes, Mytel, would you agree for a PSA that we do not want to be leaving our futures in the hands of those guys and gals in the black robes, as you said?
Could not agree more. And I was looking, Sean, at one of the previous ones, and I got to tell you, I'm incredibly impressed by you. So as one with a JD behind her name, thank you for everything you do. Awesome job. You are truly a giant.
No, well, Mytel, I really appreciate that, and I mean this. No false humility. I'm just some dude that cares about people and lessening suffering. And I just work really hard at it consistently, as you have. And, I'm super excited you said that. And we're doing this to build. This platform is not about me. It's about Jay Levine. It's about Jason Sipple. It's potentially about you. It's about Ken Van Loo, Keith Day. It's about D-Rush. It's about amazing people coming together to do incredible things. So thank you for that. And that's why we're doing it. So appreciate you. And Jay Sips, Mytel congruence, yes? What do you got? How'd you feel?
Oh, yeah. No, Mytel, that was great. You matched me, my energy. I felt super congruent. I felt super comfortable. It was great. You did a wonderful job.
Awesome. Keith, what do you have for Mytel?
I think she did a nice job. I agree. She was congruent. She had a very calm, smooth delivery, the way she spoke. She had a nice energy to her. Definitely know your stuff. The only thing I really wish she would have done is kind of maybe ask some more questions and to kind of understand. I know he was kind of as an information call for him to call you, but if you dove a little bit into more why he was calling, to maybe better understand what you were telling him, to kind of, just get a little bit more out of him, develop a little bit more rapport with him. But overall, I think he did a really nice job. I'll give you like a 7.5.
Nice, sir. And KVL, what do you got? Oh, actually, I'm sorry, no, D-Rush, I think is that, D-Rush.
Yeah, love the energy, the warmth, just knowing your stuff and really clearly communicating it. And I would echo a little bit what Keith is saying, didn't find out a lot about Jason, what his particular situation is, maybe some of the pain points that he's experiencing, so that Now we're connected to him on a little bit more granular level. So I would have wanted to see just a little bit more pull around what's there for Jason and how your services connect to the real challenges that he's facing. Other than that, love the energy, love the what I'd call certainty in who you are and what you do, and I'd give it an 8.2.
And I want to pronounce it correctly. Is it Mitel?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Mitel, thanks so much. And Jay Levine, back to you, brother.
All right.
You want me to give some comments, or?
We're going to go two eat. We need to do
two each. Got it. Okay, no problem.
You eat off next round, Ken.
Perfect.
Ken eager. I like how eager Ken is.
That's some good comments.
You know what? That's why, Jay.
166 tackles.
Yeah, brother. And when he was in high school, they just played with one linebacker, bro. That was it. It was built around Ken.
One linebacker, 3 initials. That's all you need.
That's it.
KVL.
KVL. All right. Next up, Mike Pizza. Mike, what's happening, man? Mike, you're muted. Mike, can you hear me?
Sorry, it wasn't working. Unmute it.
All good, all good. With technology, it's no problem. Mike, so who am I going to be, and what yes are you seeking in the world?
Let's see. Let's have you be a for sale by owner. I found you on Zillow, and I'll be calling you up to. So I figured you're the best one. Let's do this.
I've never encountered this situation, so I have no idea what to say. Go ahead.
Hey Jay, I want to up the ante. I want to challenge Mike, and I want to put the house on LBI, and I want to see how he integrates all that. Is that fair, Jay Levine?
The house, my house is an LBI. Sounds good.
Does that work? All right, take us in.
That works.
I love the pressure.
There we go.
All right. Hey Jay, how are you today?
Hey, who's this?
This is Mike Pizza. I'm with Exit Realty. Smart Move. I saw your listing on Zillow, and I was giving you a call to see why you chose to do a first sale by owner.
Mike, I've gotten a lot of phone calls about this so far. I've had to kind of explain this over and over again. I think I can do this really well myself. The market's hot, so might as well be able to take advantage of the market and get a higher price.
I hear exactly what you're saying. I do this every day and make these calls to all the for sales by owner, and I know you've been pitched 100 different times from every different possible realtor on the island. But please just let me come by tomorrow, and I will sit down with you. I'll show you my CRM, my platform, and I'll lay out all the professional photos that we take and how we can market your house and get it out to more people in a shorter amount of time to get it sold for you.
I mean, I've been pretty. I've had a bunch of people kind of see it already. So I mean, what else? I don't know what else there is. I mean, I'm advertising it on Zillow. I posted it on my Facebook.
Let me just ask you a simple question: how many showings are you getting so far?
At least, like 2 or 3 a weekend.
Oh, we can up that. We can do open houses. We can get at least 15 people in over a weekend time span.
It part of that scares me too a little bit with what's going on in the world, having that many people come through the house. But a lot of people have said this. I've heard this a lot. Do you think? I mean, it hasn't sold. I know it should already probably be gone. It's been on there for a few weeks now. But what do you think? What do you think the problem is then?
First of all, I sat down. I did a market analysis based on your price and location. We could up this price, or I take it back. I'm sorry. We have to. I just got in my head, but we need to sit down and discuss pricing and negotiate from there.
Okay.
Are other agents giving you set commission rates? What are they doing for that?
We've offered out a 1.5% commission to realtors. I want to be able to keep the commission. I feel like realtors make too much money.
Sometimes they do. Just give me a chance. I'll come by tomorrow. We'll set this up. You don't have to sign anything right away, but I guarantee we can work something out.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do that. Let's set up an appointment to take a look. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say about my price, and you did say you did a CMA already, so maybe you could bring that with you, and I'll show it to you. Yeah.
Sounds great. How's 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock's perfect. Thanks, Mike.
See you there.
See you then.
All right, Michael, how'd that feel for you, bud?
Oh, I was nervous.
Yeah, because you're trying to be perfect, and you're in your head a little bit, but everybody's in their head a little bit. So for everybody, Michael was a little bit more of a profound example of being in our head, but it's like, how do we take our communication from our head to our heart connectedness? And for all those that are like, no, people are logical thinkers, like accountants and financial service providers and attorneys, I have long stories I'm not going to drop into, and how judges that were the most logically based even had affirmative court rules against emotion in their courtroom, displayed all kinds of heart-centered emotion over time. Because if we can create matching and mirroring around heart-centeredness, we open listening differently. It's all good, brother. Congratulations for stepping up and being here. So let's take it to Ken Van Loo. We'll go back to Jay Levine at the end for any thoughts. But Ken Van Loo, what'd you have for Michael?
I thought that you were very knowledgeable. You had some great outcomes that you identified. Maybe just consider upfront asking what his objective was. That may have gained some rapport. I know you're a really fun guy from hanging out with you this weekend. Don't be afraid to smile, because that's going to put you into a different state. It's going to flex 80 muscles in your face, and it'll change your state of mind. I think you had a couple golden opportunities, but your outcomes are great. Maybe hit them for some bullets. I thought you dove into your ask just slightly a little early, but and you went right for the jugular, like the meeting. Which maybe there may have been a little bit quicker, yes, but if you feel that I also believe, as we all know, you get 55% better communication from being in face to face. So I thought it was great overall. Super, but great room for improvement, and that's the best part, because a number is just a measurement. So I would give you a 7.5.
All right, Ken, awesome.
Yeah.
Keith, what do you got?
First, I'd just like to say congratulations and giving it a go. And this is hard to do, and I can tell you got a little flustered because Jay put up a nice hard wall there. So
when you're doing it with somebody that's in the business, it's very difficult.
Jay's coming at you with everything.
That's life, like the waves. Oh,
hey, man.
I think you overall did a pretty good job just kind of pushing through and not stopping. You kept trying to ask the questions and get going and trying to kind of connect with them. So, I mean, you did a pretty good job there. Again, I just think you got in your own head, which is, it happens. That happens to me all the time. So, I can relate. Just trying to go a little earlier with the rapport, getting a little more questions, asking why he's doing it. Just keep going there and trying to get more of that out of him might open him up to listening to what you're saying. But overall, I'll give you probably like a 7.
All right, excellent, Keith. Jay Levine, great job, Bart. And how fluid you are at accelerating and decelerating in your language, your words, how quick they come out. I mean, that in of itself is such an indispensable and valuable tool. So what do you got for Michael as a couple quick access points, please, from your realtor genius, and you've blown up your practice and your brokerage and you keep growing? Like, what would you share with Michael?
So I will say Unblinded has reinforced this and given me a language to everything that we've been doing, but the word relationships has been resonating through my mind my whole entire life, and it's all about the building of rapport. And 1,000 realtors called this person to talk about real estate. No one has called to talk about them. None. Zero. I promise. Like, none of them have. Maybe Erica did, but not different market, so you'll be okay. So, that would be my one critique is, listen, you can stumble on information. It's fine. People are forgiving. And if you're a real person coming from your heart, it's okay not to know something. It's not a problem. But building rapport with someone isn't fake. Building rapport with someone is real from the heart. And at that point, I think it allows you and gives you permission for some of the fumbles when they love you. So I would just say lock in hard on finding out what makes that person tick and finding out more and more about them, so they are compelled to want to know about you. And then your uniqueness is what draws them to you. And then they want you to sell their house because they love you and because you're good at selling houses.
Yeah, agree. And Michael, how many people have the love for Long Beach Island that you do? How many people have their grandparents' house here and just had 60 people in it, connecting from all over the country, loving, accelerating business, and jumping in the ocean and burning fires? You got so many fun stories. So starting where Jay is, you have so much fun, heart-centered connection. And it's like, dude, who is this guy? You feel that, Michael?
Yeah, I do.
That's it. All right. Jay Sips, what's up, brother? You're one of those maniacs in the ocean.
Sorry, I was muted. I miss the ocean, man. I mean, I miss getting pummeled. I want to get back out there, get punched, knocked down a couple more times. So,
And that's your Iron Man, brother. This man's a triathlete, run the Iron Man. How many times, Jason?
5 for the full, 20 halves. So got some miles under me.
Iron Man. What's up next?
Oh, and none for me if you ask Jay. I think you said Jay 0. I ran 0. Just
All right, you know what? How about this? So let's drop it on this, though, Jay Levine. Have you grown your real estate practice so you can share your little fun credibility story?
Sean, do you mind? I don't mean to interrupt, guys. I have to go to this team meeting, but I don't want to leave without saying anything. I'm so grateful to have been here and shared this space with you guys. I'm going to be back for the next one, but I do have to leave to this team meeting. And I just want to say thank you, Jason, for inviting me here. Sean, you're awesome. Keith, you're awesome. David, Ken, Mytel, Erica, Mike, Jay, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Honored.
Bye.
Take it easy, Bill.
So our real estate company over the last 10 months and this past year, 2020, is on pace to triple what we did last year. That is over 32 million in closed business and on pace for just about 60 transactions. And we were busy before Corona and before Unblinded, and putting those two things together, which allowed me to focus on, there wasn't too many extracurricular things happening during the last 8 to 10 months. And what it allowed us to do is double down, triple down, quadruple down on ourselves and our business. And Unblinded has really helped us accelerate. And it's been an awesome ride. And that's what this is all about. And that's why we're so excited to have everybody here. Thank you.
Brother,
thank you, Sean.
You've done the work, man, and it's you. And you've been such a leader and kicking butt. So congrats. And who's next?
Next up is Jay Sips. Who you got first, brother? Sorry.
Last but not least, Sean, this was kind of like the weekend, man. So much variety. Didn't know what was going to happen next. We had this one overbooked. We had 12 people. And now we got last but not least today, we got Erica Rose Siegel.
Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you. Who would you going to be?
Yeah. So is Mytel? I don't know if this is possible. I'm in the mastery program, not an elite, and so I'm familiar with some of the language, a lot of it, and some of what Mytel was talking about. I would love to, if this is possible, to practice with Mytel. And yeah, right. Like if that's cool.
What do you need? So you want her to be the role player?
I'm okay with it. I don't know what I'm doing, but hey.
So
Well, yeah. Is that okay?
You want her to be the role player?
Yeah, I wanted to be a role player because from what I understand, if I'm here, you do mediation, you were doing law, and I want you to, I wanted to.
If Mytel's good with it, sure. Mytel, you're good with it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay. So Erica, who would you like her to be, herself or somebody else?
I would like for you to be yourself.
Well, Erica, take us in.
I'll work on that.
By my heart, Sean can't see me, but I'm holding a heart by my heart because I only found out about this 30 minutes before. So I was like, hi, like that there was an opening. So here we go. So I'm gonna just call you like on the phone if that's cool, and just say, hey, after, like an hour tomorrow, whatever. This is then, like an hour later. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Mytel?
Yes.
Hey, Mytel, what's going on? My name is Erica Rose Siegel. I was the realtor with the heart on.
Oh. I remember you from yesterday.
Okay,
how can I help you?
Well, you shared some stuff that was pretty interesting to me, and I wanted to make sure that I connected with you as soon as possible because you really hit home to me. You sent a message, kids, collateral damage when they go through divorce. And that phrase, I mean, that's like so powerful. And I was curious, like with that expression or with that analogy, how often are you seeing something like that really occur?
As a family lawyer, unfortunately, we tend not to worry too much about the kids. As a mediator, I see it more and more because I have to make sure that both of those parents are focusing on their kid and what that's going to look like. So it's, and unfortunately during this pandemic, it's really kind of gone through the roof. Yeah. So do you have someone in particular that you were looking at helping, or is there something I can help you with directly?
Well, I don't have a someone. I have an entire community, actually. And I didn't get to say too much about myself. So is it okay if I tell you a little bit about me?
I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, so my parents went through a 14-year custody battle. It was awful. And going to court every year asking, who do I want to live with? It was terrible. And I grew up like just not trusting police, not trusting the law, and ended up in a relationship with someone that broke the law, almost married them. And there were kids involved in that relationship too. And I realized that if we don't do something to really transform the way that we as a community help children, that there's going to be a major crisis that's bigger, way, way bigger than Corona.
Yeah.
And, given, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you for sharing. And I anything I can do to help, if there's a group that you want me to speak to, I'd be happy to do so.
Well, first and foremost, I would love to schedule a time for us to create a speaking engagement about that and more time to get together, because I'd love to make a huge impact and eliminate the suffering in kids. So can we schedule a follow-up call for us to connect?
Absolutely. Let me know. Let me know how Friday looks.
Friday, how's at 1:00, or would 2:30 be better?
2:30 is better, but thank you so much. I look forward to connecting with you.
Okay, thanks.
Erica, great job. How'd that feel for you, Erica?
Well, it wasn't what I came for. It was like impromptu, like, let me do that because she was here. So I was a little nervous because I wasn't prepared. But at the same time, I think I felt connected. The rapport was built. It was just it was a little rocky going to like, how do I schedule this appointment in under 3 minutes,
Excellent. Okay. So let's drop in. Excellent work. Ken, what do you got for Erica?
Erica, I thought you did spectacular. Great rapport building, genuine interest. I think that, the connection was extraordinary. Maitel, you're so knowledgeable. I think I just was going to just relax in the conversation a little bit. And there you go. The smile. That's what I wanted to see. That was perfect. You're so pretty and serious. So the smile makes it. But yeah, I just thought both, you stepping up, and Erica, you were just, genuinely interested. I thought rapport building was great. I'd have to give you an 8.5.
Very nice. And D Rush, what do you have for Erica? Or actually, is it Keith? I think Keith's up next.
D Rush is up, I believe.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, no, Erica came in with, I'd say, some great energy, and then dropped down, asked a question to Maitel that actually had her go into what I saw was like her heart, and like think about her response, the families that are impacted, the kids that are impacted. So loved the whole progression, Erica. And if there's any room, I think it is that tail end where there's a smooth transition. 3 minutes is short, just being a little bit more fluid in working towards that. But I thought great job overall. I'll give you a 9.0.
Good job.
I was going to cry. That's why I was like, this was not prepared. And I'm like, had the tissue, Sean, like right here. That's what I got stuck. Yeah. But
I would say quick feedback too, Maitel. Like, I love you. Like, came in with a joke when you were being the role player. You had a joke in your intro. So just hitting on Ken's, like that energy was great. So I loved it when you bring a little bit of the fun and the energy. Awesome job.
Awesome stuff. So Iron Man, Jay Levine, I think we are at all participants have gone, correct?
That is correct.
You're right.
Okay. So just quick couple takeaways for everybody. I won't go through role play myself for today. This has been like a super efficient Rara Open. There's 4 energies: as fun, aspirational, God as Zeus, and our ability to vary amongst those in the 4 steps of integrity-based human influence, which is emotional rapport building, putting something at stake at step 2. Step 3 is the conveyance of our heroic, unique identity, and step 4, agreement formation. And that's about like a weekend of content right there. So just real quick, we'll drop in on just the energies to take it away. Most people have very little variance in the energies they share. So step one, emotional rapport building, is about the openness, the opening of listening. And people so often put their like professional hat on, like I'm stepping in, like, so where's your house? So what's this? How much? Like all those things, versus, as Jay indicated earlier, the building of emotional rapport. But there's 4 different energies, so we're not in our head. There's a little bit of fun, Mytel dropping in, like those people in the black robes. Loved Lee when he was dropping in, with these awesome analogies to, like, I mean, it's not funny, but it's still an appropriate and unique, disruptive, sort of rooted in fun energy ness, with like we're the oncologists of the legal profession in terms of bankruptcy. So fun energy was present. Aspirational was talking and asking people, like, where do they ultimately see it all going? And it's not just the words. 7% of our communications are words, 38% are vocal qualities, tonality, pitch, tone, speed, right? 55% body language. It's how we bring in those vocal quality shifts that are imperative. And even our body language, like a head tilt and a shift, and how we're asking the question says something completely different than, so where do you see it all going? Like it's a complete different question with our vocal quality shift, taking us into aspirational energy. Goddess energy has nothing to do with men and women. Zeus energy, not same thing, not men or women. Goddess energy is heart-centered presence, and Zeus energy is clarity and decisiveness. All of this rooted, the takeaway for today, is we don't love people unconditionally with boundaries. We need boundaries, right? But loving people unconditionally, it's super hard to execute. It's impossible to execute integrity-based human influence, because then we're concealing our own personal agenda in the dynamic versus being genuinely present to add value and love people. So that's a little bit of a takeaway from today. Awesome job. Iron Man, Jay Levine, back to you guys for final.
All right, awesome. First, I want to thank the judges for jumping on today. D. Rush, Ken Van Loo, Keith Day. You guys are awesome. That's an all-star cast of judges if I've ever seen one.
Amen.
And,
Thank you.
And Mytel, awesome job. Mike, Erica, you guys are awesome. And Jay, final.
Yeah, man, just it's a fun experience, and that's why we do these over and over again. It's not only fun, we learn, we connect. Thank you, judges. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sean. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Erica. And Mike, if you want to connect after this, I had just recently someone asked me, that's why I hit you with it, tell me realtors make too much money, and it was kind of a fun story of how that played out. So hit me up afterwards, man.
And Mike, Jay Levine's on fire. And Jay, I really appreciate that. Love Michael to no end, and your wisdom and support would be much appreciated.
Anytime. Thank you, guys.
Right.
And thank you,
Sean. Have an awesome day. Thank you, guys.
Mike, I second that too. Give me a call. We got to catch up.
Oh, I definitely will.
All right, brother.
Three-way call.
Let's go.
Mike, I think we worked.
Bye, guys.
This.
Thank you.